Hi, I'm Amy Klitzner. Welcome to my Etsy shop. You're looking at a tray of rings that are ready to ship. I can have them out to you right away. And these beautiful rings are made with natural Australian opal triplets in this tray. I'll explain to you what an opal triplet is in a minute. And you can look in other listings in this same ready to ship section if you want to see solid white or black Australian opal, or solid white or black Ethiopian opal. An opal triplet is a slice of the most beautiful part of the opal, sandwiched between a black piece of glass and a crystal cap. The crystal cap acts to protect the opal. Opals are the softest of all gemstones. And the black backing acts to bring out the color in the beautiful opal. It refracts the light so you can see all this beautiful color. Now my opal triplets are above and beyond what most opal triplets are by far, and so beautiful because I have my opal triplets only cut from superior rough, the rough being the stone that is mined that we cut opals from. And the superior rough is much more beautiful than the average rough and much more expensive. So I have my triplets cut out of the superior rough, and as far as I know, nobody else does that. It's unheard of. Usually triplets are kind of dull and boring and made out of inferior rough. But I like the triplet because it's a good option for people who want to wear their ring every day. It protects the ring in case you whack it from cracking or scratching. And an opal is a soft stone. It's the softest gemstone, so it's a good idea, if you like the way a triplet looks, to purchase a triplet for an engagement ring or a wedding ring, something you're going to wear every day. So I like to have that option in my shop. I do have a beautiful collection of solid white and black opals in Australian opal and Ethiopian opal, and you can choose one of those if you prefer. I can size any of these rings for you. I'm going to start over here showing you these rings one at a time. I can size any of these rings for you, so take a look in the description area at the listing by number, and you'll see, for example, this one, number 2, you'll see what size it is, what kind of metal it's made out of. Let me hold that better for you. You'll see, for example, I think this one is it's either 10 or 14 karat solid gold, and it has diamond accents, and it'll tell you what size they are. And then you can choose to have it sized if you need to. There's a link in the description area for sizing. So you can go to the link and choose the size up or size down option for the type of metal that your ring is. And in order to see the price, go to the drop-down menu, which is right underneath the title of the listing. It'll say price, ring price, and you can see there what each of these cost by number. Now let me shine the light on this a little bit so you can see. Oh, it autofocused somewhere else when I did that. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can point. Now take a look. Well, I'm going to have to put that on manual focus. Sorry about that. There we go. This is what the opal triplet looks like in sort of normal room lighting. But when you get in the sunlight or when you get in a brighter light, the triplet has incredible fire. Look at all the green and gold fire in these gem grade triplets. Just beautiful. So you want to take a look at your opal ring under a light when you get it home. All opals need light in order to show you their fire, as they are all iridescent and reflective in nature. See if I can keep that in focus for you. There you go, now you can see the fire. Just beautiful. And then there it is in normal room lighting. So you do want to look at your opals under light to see all the color. And then when you walk into different lighting situations, it'll light up. Beautiful. So this ring in number 1 and number 2 are the same design. Number 1 and number 2 are rings that I have in my made to order section, and I can make this for you in yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, or sterling silver, and with your choice of opal, a white Australian or Ethiopian opal, or a black opal, or one of these gorgeous opal triplets if you prefer. Or you can buy this one, ready to go, beautiful opal. If you want to buy that in a different kind of metal, look in my opal engagement ring section, and that's where you will find that ring. This beautiful ring, number 3, has beautiful SI1 high quality diamonds and a lovely opal triplet. See if I can get a little light on it. Just beautiful. Look at the greens when I turn it that way. Now this design, I just redesigned this ring setting so that I can have a matching stackable wedding band go right up against it. I had that request so much that I went ahead and redesigned this ring. It looks the same, except the opal is slightly larger, and it has a matching diamond wedding band or a matching plain wedding band option. So take a look for that in my engagement ring section. And wedding sets, I have a section of the shop called Wedding Sets, which has all of the designs that have the matching stackable wedding bands, if that's what you're in the market for. It's very difficult after a ring is made to make a matching stackable wedding ring to go against it. It's much easier to make that at the time when you design it on the computer, as most of these rings that you're seeing here were all made in CAD, which is computer aided design. And when you're in CAD, you can make a matching stackable wedding band that snugs up right against it, and they're very perfectly aligned. This one, we're up to number 5. This one is number 5. It has a 4mm opal in it. Sterling silver. Number 6 is the same design. Number 7 is this beautiful filigree design, and this one is in rose gold with a green gem grade gorgeous triplet. Beautiful ring. And number 8 is the same design in a different metal. Let me see if this is white gold. It's silver. This one is sterling silver, number 8. Beautiful. This is number 9. Really nice opal. Number 10 is in my made to order section as well. So if you don't want it in silver, you can get it in gold. Number 10. Number 11 is a one-of-a-kind ring in 14 karat yellow gold. Beautiful, beautiful one-of-a-kind ring. And number 12 you can find also in my engagement ring section if you prefer it in gold. Beautiful opals. Over here we've got 13. Number 13 is an antique reproduction. I purchased the mold for this antique ring from a jeweler who was retiring. It's an Art Deco design, and I love it. It's just a beautiful ring, a perfect engagement ring. And I purchased the mold so I can now cast this for you in gold or silver as a 6mm opal. Number 14. It's yellow, 14 karat yellow gold. Let's see, give it a little more light here. There we go. Oh, the autofocus wants to do other things. Number 15 is what I call my shop special. It's the most reasonably priced ring in the shop. Come on, stay in focus here. Oh, I'm going to have to go to manual focus because it doesn't want to stay. There you go. This one's in gold. Beautiful opal. And I have one next to it in silver. Number 16. This is 16. The gold one was 15. Very comfortable, nice ring to wear. Next to it is a wonderful triple opal and tanzanite ring. I've got triplets on either side, and a beautiful purple blue tanzanite is what that gemstone is called in the middle. And tanzanite comes from Tanzania, and it is a very rare stone. The mine is going dry, and I can't keep in focus, can I? The mine is going dry, and tanzanite is getting more and more rare. So if you love tanzanite as much as I do, then you should buy tanzanite now as the price keeps going up. I do have in the ready to ship section an entire section of all tanzanite rings without opal, just tanzanite and diamond. Take a look for that if you're interested in tanzanite. Beautiful 14 karat gold ring, that was 17. Now this number 18 is chrome diopside and opal. And chrome diopside is this green stone. Let me give it a little light so you can see it. It is this beautiful green stone, much prettier than emeralds in my view. And chrome diopside is a Russian stone that can only be mined out of the permafrost at the warmest 3 months of the year. So you can't always mine chrome diopside. I can make this ring for you in gold in the made to order section if you prefer. This one's in silver. Lovely. Next to that, number 19 is another triple opal ring with incredible opals in it. Try and get the focus to cooperate. Are you going to cooperate? Not really. All right. All right, we need to go back to manual. There you go. This one's in 14 karat yellow gold. That's number 19. Number 20 is another triple opal ring with a natural Australian opal triplet in the center and beautiful solid white Ethiopian opals on either side. This is from my made to order section as well, and I can make one of these in gold or silver for you if you prefer, or you can purchase this one in silver. This ring has 3 beautiful opal triplets in it. This one is 21, antique style. And this one is 22, which is the same ring design. I'm no longer making this design, so it's here in the ready to ship section. Only available in silver. Number 23 is a wedding band style ring, or just a cocktail ring if you prefer. Let's see if I can get, boy, that's tricky to focus. Let's see if I hold it further away. Very narrow focus ability here. It has this really nice filigree style band. And then on the top I put 3 to 5 millimeter opal triplets. A really interesting ring. Number 24 is a wedding band or a cocktail ring if you prefer. A nice thick one. I can size this up for a man's size if you want it to be larger. And this one has beautiful triplets in it. And this one I also have in my made to order section, so if you wanted white opals in this design, for example, I have a mold of this ring and I could make it for you with Ethiopian white opal instead, if that's what you wanted. That was 24. 25 is a Art Deco design. I have the mold of this beautiful design. This was an authentic Art Deco period mold that this ring was made from, and I acquired the mold from a jeweler who was retiring, and now I'm able to make this ring for you in yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, or sterling silver. This one is 10 karat yellow gold, and it has the most amazing opal in it. It's a 12 by 10 millimeter beautiful gem grade opal. Let's see, how can I get that you to see that? There you go. And this design is also in my made to order section. This one was actually sized for a man's size, but I can size it to any size you need. And this one is the same design. This is number 26, made in rose gold. It looks so different with each different opal, looks so different. Beautiful Art Deco design. And here I have another one. This one is made in 10 karat yellow gold, and then I put an antique patina on that, so you can see it is darkened in the details. The details are darker. And I can do that to any ring that you like. If you want the details to show up more, I can put an antique patina on the metal. This is another antique design. This is number 28, and this one's also in rose gold with a beautiful green opal. Really rare color to have this much beautiful green. Gorgeous. And it looks great with the rose gold. That was 29. I'm sorry, that was 28. This is 29. It's a 14 karat yellow gold large opal, 14 by 10 millimeter. Really nice classic ring design with a gallery setting. And this is number 30 with another sort of blue-green type of opal. This is in silver. .12 by 10 millimeter opal. Shine the light on that so you can actually see the color a little better. See if I can get it in focus first. There, now you can really see it's sort of a teal. This design has this nice lacy filigree on the band. This is 31. It has a large 14 by 10 millimeter beautiful opal. This is a one of a kind. I only have this one in silver, this one right here. And then I'm retiring this design. So I have several rings in this ready to ship section that are just simply designs that I am retiring and making room for my new designs. This is a beautiful gem grade opal triplet in a free form cut shape in sterling silver. Great triplet, look at that color. And number 33 is another filigree design. This one has a 10 by 8 millimeter opal in it. And I do have this as well in the made to order section. So if you love this ring but want it in gold, you can get it there. And this is a great opal. Let's see if I can get the light on it. Beautiful. And this is a 10 by 8 millimeter size. That was number 33. Number 34 is the same ring design but with a large 14 by 10 millimeter opal. Number 35 is this little antique gold, 14 karat gold ring with this very bright opal. And this is a delicate little ring. I only made one of these for somebody with really small, delicate hands. If I can keep it in focus for you. This was a design I made from an antique mold as well. And I felt that I wanted it to be sturdier than that. So it's a delicate ring, you should know that. This one is number 39. And this is an adjustable ring. And it has the most extraordinary triplets I've ever seen in it. These are these 10 millimeter triplets. And they are so incredible. I don't think it gets prettier than that. Just amazing. And this ring is adjustable. You can just squeeze it or loosen it. This is the one with the 10 millimeter opals. That was number 39. Number 40 has the same ring with 8 millimeter opals. And number 41 is the same thing with 6 millimeter opals. I put my best opals in these. They're just incredible. 42 is a very large opal indeed. This is an 18 by 13 millimeter opal in a nice simple setting for those who want that. Incredible opal, look at that. Beautiful. I put a little light on that so we can see the colors. I can keep it in focus, and I've got all my hands being used up here. There we go. Like a space nebula. Just stunning. For somebody who wants a really large ring, large opal rather. This is number 43. It's the only one I made like this. It has a large 16 by 12 millimeter opal with unbelievable fire. Let's see if I can expose it right for you. Look at this opal. Just amazing. And this design has leaves going up all the way around the band. It's the only one I have in this design. A nice large ring, maybe a middle finger or pointer finger ring. There we go. And that one was number 43. Number 44, an antique style ring with marcasite. And number 45. This interesting stone is called sugilite. It's this wonderful purple stone, and I've got opal triplets as the accent stones on this. And now we're getting into a section of these handmade style one-of-a-kind rings that I made. And you can see that it has this nice organic texture to the metal. And I made these next row of rings with precious metal clay techniques. And precious metal clay is the same thing as if you were going to make a bronze statue out of bronze clay, but precious metal clay is fine silver, the clay that I use. And I actually form these rings and carve the flowers in them, etc., into the silver while it's in clay form. And then I fire it, in a kiln. So these are real labors of love, these rings. This one has little flowers that I carved into the band, and this nice organic texture on the band with this interesting bezel around it. There we go. That one was 50. 51 is one of my very popular rings in the shop. This is one of my nature-inspired rings. And I have leaves and vines climbing up the band of this ring that I carved all of these leaves into the metal or molded them from a vine or a leaf that I had already made into a ring and cast it from that. Let's see if I can get this in better focus for you this way. Nope, not cooperating. Come along now. Nope, gotta do it manual, sorry. Very difficult. There you go. And I put beautiful opals in this. You can see there's a number of different types of leaves climbing up the band. And I have several clients who've used this design for their wedding rings. And this really nice leaf on the top. And if I shine the light on it, you can see all the colors in that great opal. Beautiful. In the made-to-order section, I can make that ring for you in gold if you prefer. This one is number 52. That was 51. It's also a nature-inspired design. I have these vines going up the shank, and then that organic texture around the ring. I really love this design. I can make that one in gold if you prefer, but this one that's ready to ship is silver. Number 53 is also made in that technique. And this is a Mintabi opal, and these are triplets. A really interesting ring with the gem sideways. I'm going to let you look at these for a minute because my dog is scratching at the door. Sorry about that. Come on, doggy. This is Pasha, my little friend who assists me in being happy while I work. So the next ring is number 54, and this design is also in the made-to-order section. This one's in silver. It has a thinner band. I have this same design with thicker bands too in the made-to-order section. It has a beautiful big 14 by 10 millimeter opal in it. Gem grade opal. Number 55 has that organic texture on the band and an interesting bezel around the opal that is also sideways on the finger. One of a kind ring. I only have this one made. Number 56 is also one of a kind ring. It has this interesting leaf going over the top and this nice texture to the band. All sculpted in metal clay techniques. Really interesting homemade ring. And number 57 is this extravagant statement piece. With opal, with a Mintabi opal here, and tanzanite on